But we're back with House Flipper. And who knows, maybe at the end of this day, I'll actually be able to flip a house instead of just cleaning up other people's. Which honestly ain't too bad on its own, but the point of the game is clearly to flip houses. I mean, have you read the name? So I would think that we'd want to flip houses rather than just, you know, repairing and whatnot. But we do have a couple more jobs I can still do. You know what? This dude's kind of a... I'm only 40 seconds into the YouTube video, so I'll keep my mouth shut. But if I can just do a satisfactory job at least, you know, I will get paid. There we go. How many radiators do I have to install? Looks like 3. Maybe 4. Shouldn't be too hard. Radiator. Mount it. Radiator. Ooh. Put this down. I wish radiators were this easy to mount. They're this simple to mount, don't get me wrong. Like they are pretty simple if everything is set up properly. But it is, again, simple but not necessarily easy. And there is a big difference. Most things that I do are simple because I'm not very good at complicated things. No, nothing in here. What do you even want here? Oh, a sink. Really hope the water's turned off. It is. Sink. I don't think this did any color, but everything in here is like white or gray. No, let's just, I was gonna look around, but they clicked me right over to here. I wish there were... Oh, yeah, I can just change the color there. There you go. Oh. Definitely have to actually screw those on. Don't want leaky pipes. Seems like you can maybe interact with stuff in a slightly different order if you know what you're doing. No, I definitely want to do the towel radiator here. Want to, you know, get my money's worth out of this job. Luckily, judging by this this dude's email, luckily, I don't have to actually work in his house while he's here. Yeah, you don't have to do the things in the exact order that they're highlighted. There we go. Yeah, that was easy enough. Installing radiators. I cleaned that. The screenshots of my place is kind of old. There we go. Oh, okay. Ah, DLC unlocked. Got it. I'll wait for that later. Student's house to clean up. Good morning, I hope you can help me. I am retired and not in the best of health. Currently own an apartment that I have been renting to students for many years. This year, unfortunately, rented to a bad bunch of students. Turned out not to be the best decision. Didn't pay on time, so I went to check things out. When I opened the door, almost had a heart attack. The whole house was a pigsty. There was trash, liquor bottles, and mud everywhere, and they were laying on the kitchen floor drinking. When I spoke to them, they rudely told me to get lost. I finally got them evicted, but the mess still remains. Some of the furniture and radiators are missing. Can you please clean up my house and make it suitable for new tenants so I can put this mess behind me? Yours sincerely, Nick Flo. I can do that for you, Nick. Ah, they really messed this place up. And that's just one screenshot. I wonder if I'm going to need to repaint any of the walls. Okay, start with just picking up all the big trash everywhere. At least they put some of it. Nah, I was going to say at least they put some of it in a trash bag, but I'm not even going to give them that. Really hope I don't end up having to paint these walls. Okay, room by room. Yeah, normally you'd probably have to paint over those walls, normally. Not necessarily in the game. Windows need cleaning? They do. Like I also need to... this back out and clean off the window case. Outside. Yeah, it's right there. Exterior of the house is surprisingly clean. Ah, you want the walls painted actually? I'm gonna clean everything first and then I'll come back around to paint. Definitely gonna paint before I mount that radiator in game. That doesn't really matter, but if we're doing that in real life, you'd definitely be painting that first. Cleaning. Ceiling or floor? That is floor. That got these floors looking brand new. But, you know, that's my job. So that's everything in this one done. Ah, clean the window, and I also have to mount radiator. Somehow skipped some... Okay. Clean everything up first again. Cockroaches. If you're a person with the fear of cockroaches, in general game options, you can change cockroaches into pieces of glass. I'm not. They're like a little gross. Don't get me wrong, but... are any like cushions or rugs or anything inside of a bathroom is just... that's significantly more disgusting than cockroaches could even like want to be. Oh. Quite finished cleaning all the dirt. Anything else? I don't see it on the mini-map, but... shouldn't necessarily need the mini-map. Ah, and it disappeared when I walked out and back in. Up this floor in the corridor a bit. This is one of those things where power washer would be quite nice, but that's not this game. Completely different game. That's Power Wash Simulator. Yeah. Corridor cleaned. Go back over and do this room real fast. I think I hear the cockroaches through the wall. Pretty gross. For sure, pretty gross. I need to move this a tick away from the wall for that radiator, but if that's the case, I'll do it once I get around to all that. Looks a little bit yellowed, but might also just be yellow by design. Yeah, let's pair in, clean this window as well. Okay. Cleaning done. That room's a big mess. That'll be like my last thing I go and do. You don't want these walls painted. I guess that's just tile because it's behind a sink, actually. That makes sense. Water damage is really annoying to deal with. Not impossible, though. Yuck. Wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that stuff is mold, but apparently you can clean mold with the... Oh, we clean that window as well. You can clean mold with just your broom in this game, which is very, very preferable to real life, I'll say that. Yeah. Yeah, this room's a real mess. To be fair, they've all been real messes. But, you know. Place was supposedly rented out to a bad bunch of kids. College students, I believe he said. Doesn't really matter, though, so I didn't pay much mind to it. My job ain't to criticize college students, it's to clean this house up. Okay, now into the big mess room. You just vacuum up cockroaches? Okay. Ugh, more over there. It's a gross place. Some of these bottles look fine, honestly. Probably would have been a cleaning skill point. Ah, no, I didn't have all dirt. But anyway, yeah, some of these bottles look like they might be fine. I wasn't hired to leave some of them around. Oh, right, you just press E. You? Oh, you have to be aiming at something that you can vacuum. Go. Grab these last couple of bottles. Oh, plus the ones up top. Let me clean the trash out of this, like back room here. And then I'll pull out the broom and start sweeping up. Hey. Probably adjust some of these like chair spots as well. But I've been doing that after the cleaning for most things. Yeah, if I was actually cleaning this with that many cockroaches and this much dirt, we would definitely be handling it a little different than a vacuum cleaner and a broom. But those are what they gave me to clean with, so those are what I will clean with. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna have to hit these windows up afterwards as well. You know, Bill Gates style. Except, you know, good person. Oh, apparently I missed something back here. That I did. Ah, no, I'm not gonna sleep in this house. Won't say it's unheard of to sleep in a house that you're working on, but that's usually something you work out with the owner first, rather than just doing. a little bit in the way, but I'll move it back once this radiator is done. Oh wait, let's clean these windows first. Then I'll go clean the kitchen window as well. Go gadget arms. That's what I'm using to clean this one. As you go too fast, it skips over. It's understandable. I will actually just grab this radiator. Okay, that one they don't let you do in the middle, which makes sense, because that could potentially cause some issues, let's say. Another radiator. Hey. No. Radiator install day. As if I haven't been like working on this without leaving this job site. But you can pretend it's a separate day and this is the install 70 radiators day. Not quite, bit of an exaggeration, obviously. Yeah, I could be done with this job. Oh well, I'll do the whole thing up. Already gross enough, might as well just throw it straight into the toilet. Usually if two things come close to overlapping, you can kind of do them both at the same time. I personally wouldn't have actually turned the water on until I had all the hoses plugged in, but you know, everyone's got their own preferences for what order they do stuff in. Oh no, we're painting the walls first. This room looks like a medium could do it. If not, a little bit of a waste. Painting. Paint 3 walls at once. Just probably go for less paint usage so I can start like figuring out how much paint you use at max skill points. But being able to paint more segments of wall at a time is really nice. underneath that. That was kind of the whole point. Yeah, I should have gone large. That's my mistake. Definitely am going to need another medium, though. Don't think I'm getting away with a small here. Oh, no, I'm definitely getting away with a small here. Do I even need it? Dang. I think medium small is... that's still a little bit cheaper, so actually, from pure price perspective, this was the optimal way to do it. Though I guess you can just get the refunds there, so. I could sell the radiator brackets. You gotta see how much this, installing this radiator, improves the, you know, the payout for the job compared to just selling. Because it don't look like it gave me 560 extra dollars. But I'd never get 100%. And that's what I'm here for. 100% client satisfaction. The bathroom last. Okay, almost done. Gotta install a washer and a radiator. Look. I thought this was gonna go much faster. I'm gonna go mountable, honestly. Oh, forgot to unscrew the pipe cap. That makes a bit of sense. Hopefully we push that up against the wall, otherwise that's going to be getting in the way. Yeah, okay. A little relaxing in a way. Not as much when you're, you know, actually installing one of these. Because believe me, it's not that easy. Okay, apparently I'm missing something. my tasks list. On one bathroom, I forgot to clean the window. That one don't have windows. I ain't a bathroom. 19. Like a second floor or something that I'm missing? It did say bathroom, not bedroom. That said bedroom. That would explain why I couldn't find another bathroom. There we are. Clean your window. Also, it turns out this is a 24-hour clock. I think. So that did just say 26, I think. It did. I don't know what this clock represents, but job done. Like I've got some recurring dirt outside. Also clean this window. Ah, can't. Pretty sure I cleaned all that off before, but that would make sense. Okay. Lots of stuff here, but I can also check this out. Cyberpunk? Huh, okay, yeah, sure. At this one place. $54,000. I wouldn't necessarily want to, but I could check out this camping bungalow. Definitely needs some work. Let's try it out. I'd like to go there right away. And I could clean this up and either just exist here, live here, or imagine if buying a house was that easy. But I could either just live here, or I could sell it. First things first, gots to clean up all the trash. Okay. I'll give the exterior a good clean once I'm done. Obviously, you start with cleaning up everything. That is a kind of like non-negotiable. Okay, so let's clean this room out. Okay, it's definitely gonna need a fresh coat of paint because I thought that those were Thought that was all like dirt marks, but it is not. Definitely gonna need a fresh coat of paint on these walls. That window off. Okay, seems like I'm done, well, once I hit this window. So far it's been time. It's been time, and I bought this, I should have written down how much I bought this place for. Also, it looks like... Okay. Let's, it looks kind of dirty, but I don't know if that's, like, cleanable. No, okay. Well, if that's the case... some of this stuff around, because I just needed a place to put that right now, so I can rotate this, line it up. Knife block in the corner. Definitely be stacking all the plates. But not later. Okay. So this is... it's a small kitchen. Let me get some paint. Looking for... I sort... get the colors... Unfortunately, I don't know what they name all the colors here. But... let's go for Misty Gray. Medium should be good. Bit dark, but too late to change it now. Don't have one of them there color tab things, so we kind of just look at the can and see what looks good. Actually, with this window, 2 windows, it might have been a good idea to grab a large can. Windows don't take a ton of paint, but they don't take none either. Honestly, the gray's growing on me. Still think I would have liked something, you know, a hint lighter. But nice. Feeling ceiling looks fine. These things look kind of dirty, but I don't know if there's anything I can really do about that. If I go to paint anything else, I'm going to need a different color anyway, so... That looks dangerous. But it's the closest I can get. Unless they let me, No, they don't seem to let me rotate it. Different axis. Uh-huh. Out. Oh, this one's rotated a little. Why? that one's angled, I guess. Yeah, good enough. Doesn't exactly make sense, but... You know, home decoration ain't my, strongest suit. Okay, there we go. Room done. Get the bathroom done. Window. Accidentally press the right click button. Requirement. There we go. That needs to be. Place. The tiles are old, the floor's a bit old. You know, this is old but functional. But I definitely need, that needs to be a new mirror. Here. Oh. Would it be I don't think it'd be considered a fixture. It's really not. Do that. with this old-fashioned mirror. No, not what. Cedar doesn't really match. Soft maple, I think. There we go. Nice. That's fine. Let's definitely install a radiator. And slap that in there. There we go, bathroom done. Now let's get this bedroom done. It's a bit messy. Okay, that seems almost clean. Windows. Then I'll have to clean the actual windows themselves. Right now, just the window sills. Everything else seems to be exterior. Let me just get the radiator because it doesn't change anything. Do the radiator first. So you definitely want to do the walls, especially if that radiator wasn't there. Okay. Let's buy... Bathroom's got some green to it. This is gray. Bed sheets green. You know what? I could stick with just like this kind of cream green almost. Mint green might be what that's called. Green paint. Nope. Okay, they don't let you search like that. Green. Apple green maybe? Now let's hit it with this green tea. Nah, I'm definitely gonna grab a large. I'm gonna stick with it, obviously, at this point, but I do not like that. Do not like that color at all. Always the chance that, you know, it would grow on me. Can't say I'd be surprised if it never did, though. I should have enough to finish this. There's not a ton left. clean these windows too. Completely forgot about that. I'm not going to have much paint left over. Oh, I'm not going to have any. I already got under this. Okay. I do not have much left. That. Then let's go around, clean these windows, clean the exterior. See how much I could sell this for. Definitely should have been paying attention to, you know, the full cost of this. I'd put it around 40 grand, a little under. Okay. Last bit of dirt out from everywhere that it's at. Don't appear to have a ladder. Outside of the house could also use a coat of paint. But that piece was considered all the way down there. A little confused looking at the map, but yeah, that makes a lot more sense actually. Okay, yeah, the outside could use a coat of paint. Also, it's got this little like dormer window, but I didn't see any way to get into the attic. So, doesn't seem to have like a real attic, but clearly got something there. Ah, there we go. Bought the house for, okay, 35 grand. It didn't say how much I spent on it, but I mean, functionally I spent probably a couple $100 on paint and a radiator. And a mirror. Yeah. Okay. Ah, look at that. Furniture bought. Sold. Okay, didn't put the paint in as a renovation cost. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna go with these. No living room, empty walls, no plants. Needs painting. I could do exterior. No, I guess not. I should have just done some, maybe the bathroom as well, but hey. I got an achievement for selling to them. Yeah, it seems like right now. Save the notes in the tablet. Okay. So if this dude likes one bedroom with a bed in it and a separate office, or alternatively a desk, maybe a separate office, bookshelves, this dude... Okay, this dude needs a separate office. You maybe just need a desk. Okay, as for these two... Needs painting, which could be the bathroom, could have been the exterior. Empty walls, they want plants, they want decorations, but I was just there to fix it up and sell it off. Let's do this for Eric Camel. Good morning. I bought a big house in which a second bathroom is desperately needed. Realized this after only a week of living here and I cannot stand it anymore. There's a room next to the kitchen that is perfect for a bathroom, probably even has appropriate connections. Also need to paint the walls. I can do that. Probably what, install sink and toilet? Maybe a shower as well? Depending, they said they already had one bathroom. Half bath is probably fine for the second one, but we'll see. Oh, they want this wall gone as well? Let's do that first. Oh, tiling and paneling. Sell that more. This stuff as well. Comes down surprisingly easy. Is there like a color match tool? I know they haven't directly requested it, but I am painting these bricks. If there's a color match. Which, they might just want the same color in the bathroom. Oh, they can sell these things. Oh, they want the bedrooms. Probably should have read that email in full. Let's lay the tiles first. I'd love to paint this, but there again doesn't seem to be a color match here. Okay. Lay floor tiles. Ceramic tiles. Easy enough. Lay wall tiles. Ceramic wall tile. Hooray. Ah, okay. For the floor, they just let you... Okay, so I'm gonna need like 2 more. Tile paneling. these up. I think one of the upgrades lets you, Oh, you can't pull out the tablet while your hand is occupied. Actually, kind of funny. Yep. Hold even more tile. Shame, gonna have to buy a whole nother package for that one little strip of wall there. Yeah, that one's on me. I don't know how to take that up, so turns out inside of this wall is tiled. It matches the big fucking blotch of yellow you've got in there for seemingly no reason. Okay. Toilet. You can get a standard toilet. New handyman skill point. I'm just gonna get all the way up to 15 tiles or panels. The sink. Sink. In the light gray. Ugh, that's got such a bright shine in the middle. You're gonna get hit with white matte. Nah, just normal. Could go white matte. Probably shouldn't turn that on until everything's done, but yeah, they do want the shower here as well. Showers are expensive. We're actually just gonna hit you with this. We're not too cornered. You don't have good enough corners here. You just go normal mountable. You know what? I think I may have put the toilet right where this should. They both need the holes, but oh, right here. Got to unscrew the stuff. Little blind, little blind. Right next to me is the big blind as well. Be a great point to have like a bit where like I turn on a face cam and there's just like a 7-foot tall blind dude standing next to me, but we're still this one. pretty much installed. I mean, still got to do a little bit here and there, but it needs this as well. That makes sense, honestly. That you would need the glass to be installed on both sides. I don't know the exact shape of this thing. Like it might open at the corner, or those might be sliding. This might pivot here. Kind of hard to tell. Only I ever installed a shower. Toilets, yeah. Sinks, yeah. Shower, no. Okay, and then a mirror as well. Right above the sink. Yep. Okay, paint time. This room needs to be painted sleepy blue. Probably get away with medium. How close am I to another paint perk point? 138 walls. I'll hit the 20% less paint usage, honestly. With that, as much as it'd be nice to get, you know, one more wall at the same time. With how small some of the walls are, it's kind of hard to even do too many before they're done. Really? Enough. That at least. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to grab another small. I don't think I'd grab another medium here. But another small. That's out of paint. Be blue. A little bit cheaper to have done it this way than to have just bought a large, but again, you can also sell the remaining paint. Don't know who's buying it, but sell it. About to hit this window. And below this window. Yeah. Kitchen is fine. This room needs sky blue. I'm just gonna go for the large right away. This one looks a bit bigger. Especially with, you know, under that window. Doubt that small was enough on that other one, but just barely. Don't do this, by the way. Don't stand on top of your paint can to get a little bit extra. An open paint can. I personally wouldn't stand on a 5-gallon jug. A gallon bucket of paint, I guess. It wouldn't be really considered a jug. Whoop. Oh, let me just hit a little bit of less paint usage. I'll make this most likely last the whole way. Maybe I could have actually gotten away with that without the extra painting perk. Did I miss? Right there. There we go. And then one last room. Realized just now this is the same layout. Oh, whoops, I'm gonna have to paint over those tiles. This is the same layout as that other house that I had to clean. Let's grab a medium of each. Medium of bright lavender. Yeah, you just paint right over the tiles. Works, I guess. So now we run into the question. Is this enough to finish this wall? The answer is definitely. It might even be enough to do that wall as well. But they asked for alluring lavender and bright lavender, and that's what they'll get. small of this. I would not recommend painting like this. I would typically recommend moving the furniture just out of the way. Also, probably, for what it's worth, were I actually painting this, this would have been the accent wall. This bright, this bright, this alluring. Maybe the one behind, one of the shorter walls would have been the accent wall. Probably just this one, though. Here we go. All complete. Basically installed one bathroom and painted a couple rooms and made as much money as flipping that one house. But inhabitable bunker. You know what, Marco? I'll maybe help you later. Garage. Let's take this abandoned house. You know, I was about to say the lack of interior pictures is concerning, but the interior pictures that they give me are even more concerning. But let's go. So, new house to flip. First things first is the obvious. We're just going to go in, we're going to clean everything. And that's going to take a while, but it's got to be done. Pick up all the trash. That is step one. Okay, trash picked up. That light looks decent. Yeah, all of this trash. Ah, cockroaches. That's all useless. Let's clear these little bugs out of here. Okay. Seem to be good. We are clearing out all of this. Once everything's clean, I will take a look at who my prospective buyers are. And that's how I'll decide what needs to be done, you know? Like that old couple wants to buy another house. What a surprise. I think needs to be sold, and I need a new light. Which, honestly, we could just have a single light above here. I can do the usual. A sink. Bathroom sink, that's this one. Actually. That, and then just gray. Oh, they actually do. Some things have to be done in order. Okay, sink. Then a toilet. I should probably center it a little bit. First thought was in the corner, but that feels kind of bad. Okay, clean this window. Window cleaned. A little bit of dirt or something that I just don't see right here. A lot outside here, but it looks like there's one more thing. Supposedly it's like right on the edge of this door. See it. Well, one thing I can do is, well, I have to get some tiles. Walls. Yeah, we're not doing wallpaper in a bathroom. Just hit me with these white and orange ceramic tiles. Need another one of them. Probably gonna need even one more on top of this, but yep, one more. More package of tiles. Yeah. don't need 2 light switches. Don't even have 1 light right now, but it was a nice mirror. This one, the old-fashioned mirror. That teak kind of matches the walls there. Don't know if there's like a way to connect those. Okay, I need a new bathroom door. Oh wait, you know what? Door. Oh, definitely interior. Yeah. Interior door. Probably nothing narrow. Do with this. Okay, they don't let you move doors, which means I have to sell this and then replace it, because I didn't realize that I had placed it wrong, but... yeah. I don't know if those floor tiles are just dirty or what. Also gonna do a different shower. Your typical. This thing takes a while to install, which kind of makes sense. Imagine that a shower would take even a mountable shower would take a while to install. Built-in would take longer, would also be built in. Ooh. Door, put the handle on this one. Kind of dangerous to just have this end of that screw sticking into the shower. Don't know how I didn't notice that on the last one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, seems a little dangerous to just have that stick in there. I also still can't see what that, like, supposedly something to clean right there. You know, I don't know how it would work really with the game, but I may have just tiled it into the walls. Be sold. You're doing all that. Honestly, the stove hood looks fine. You know, the floor. It might be on the other side. Well, okay, so first thing we need, stove. They might call it a range in this game. They do. They might call it an oven. Yep, okay. Let's just do... Are there any ovens with ranges? I could just do the like the stovetop thing if I really needed to. Yeah, I could do that. There we go. And then kitchen cabinet specifically, but you know what, I might just furniture. No, it's here, furniture. In I could have just done that actually. Well, then that wouldn't have let me. That cyber, but that's also kind of expensive. So this isn't custom. Corner technically, I'd like to have a little spot like here, so I could have a drying rack over to the left. Kinda. Spelled that wrong. Yes. 45 centimeters, is that too wide? You have 40? 40? No, they have 35 typically. Yeah, just drop straight down to 35. Which could throw that there. Throw that there. That right onto it, and then grab a 45. Okay. There you go. Definitely need a radiator. Install that. Gonna need to do these walls. Again, normally you do the walls and the floors first. But They make it extremely easy to not have to do that. Clean this window off. Yeah, so let's tile this back wall. Oh. Dark gray? No, that's floor tiles. I'd want these, but some sort of gray. Yeah, even light gray would be fine. Then the same thing, dark gray. Right there. Then paint time. That is just walls down to North Calm. Medium should be good since I don't have to do that back wall. Might be a bit excessive on the gray, really, now that I look at it, but also, it was a pretty small kitchen. Though this has kind of got to be the bedroom. Probably should clean the other rooms before I really get into painting and the interior decoration of the rest of these rooms, but... Oh, whoops. I need to grab some more of these tiles. Need to replace that door as well. Okay. Yeah, we're going to... Oh, okay. Not how I thought that was gonna work. Actually, is that fine? I didn't think that they'd let you just create walls out of nothing like that. That's fine, right? Slightly misaligned, but it's as aligned as it can get. Nah, I want the door there. I really want the door there. Oh, they're not called exterior doors. Just a door. Maybe I could have searched for, like, back door or something. I really like this. A Mayo. Mayo. Ah, you only have interior and bathroom. I'm not saying I really can't use those, but... do some shit. I also realized there's no fridge in here. I do kind of want one of those, like, almost glass door. Not a cabinet with a glass door. Definitely a door with windows, though. Maybe I just go for a Strigoi. Okay. There we go. No door, or no window, rather, but I don't think there's any fridge that would fit in this small section. I could sell this and move the whole thing over and put a fridge there. I think that's what I'm gonna sell. Oh yeah, this thing doesn't let you move it. Oh, just sideways. Ah, they do have custom. Custom. Light. Ah, a little bit too wide there still. Okay, that's the case. And open fridges in this game. 45 ain't quite enough. Do they have anything bigger than that? Do they have a 50? They have anything bigger than that? Do they have like a 60? Now seems like it just goes 50 and smaller. Oh, that's actually a little bigger. That's fine. Okay. Now let's clean up this mess of a room. New cleaning skill point. Ultra Hyper Mop 2018. This door needs to... Oh, I need to put lights in there as well. Option to negotiate the... Well, I don't know if I'll ever do that, but... Are lights considered installations? Didn't think. Nah, they're probably considered lights, actually. Just honestly give me the oral ceiling lamp. Definitely don't need 2 light switches. So actually I'm gonna move this to where that other one was. Okay, there we go. Now that that room's done. Whole floor up. Ceiling, clean the windows. Actually hit the inside of this room while I'm here. Oh, turns out I accidentally cleaned whatever this was. Oh, turns out this mop is actually crazy now that I upgraded it. Can clean through walls. If I had something like this, you'd never catch me complaining about clean. Okay, let's install a radiator real fast. This is going to be bedroom for sure. Yummy. Good and dusty. Okay, I'm gonna put a bed down. Furniture. Bedroom. Beds. We're just going to go for... This looks decent. Also an interior door. Definitely want a door on that bedroom. What the Mayo? No, you can put like a little curtain up over that. Need a little more privacy. Slam a radiator down here. Okay. So let's look at prospective buyer. I do not recognize that dude top left. I could also move office here. No, not. This dude, 1 bedroom, perfect, 1 bathroom. Enough room for my documents. Need a separate office. No. Oh, wait, is that this dude? This might be Jimmy Trader. Oh, yeah, okay. I'd like to have a sauna, expensive stuff. Okay, single bed can be uncomfortable, but you don't have a single bed. Now you have a double bed. Expensive stuff. Got a decent expensive kitchen. I might put some stuff in this room I'm currently standing in. Sauna's not happening. But we got the single bed covered. You know, like order, everything's kind of ordered. Walls are in good shape. Missed out on the recently popular kids gadgets, so that nothing that. 1 bedroom, modern furniture. So it's not gonna be okay. Let's clean these walls up, and maybe throw some little bit expensive stuff in there. But clean the walls up. Paint time. Walls. These are going to be elegant marble. We'll say one thing about this game that really matches real life is when you're doing it as work, it takes so long. But when you aren't thinking of it as work, it's been 2 hours and I haven't even noticed it. Which obviously this is just a game. It got rid of like 80% or more of the stuff that makes this, you know, not, you know, the most fun profession. Primarily the actually having to do physical labor part. That one's pretty tough. I need to go for another thing of paint. Might not. But I might. Oh, no, I won't. There we go. And in here, going to get walls, paint. This can be Liberty Blue. I'm gonna grab a large. Paint. Oh, I'm gonna need to redo that exterior door as well. Probably this one. Well. actually just painted some stuff today. Don't know how it took me this long to remember that I did it, because it was about an hour before I started stream. But not much, just the, I don't actually know what it's called. I think it might be called flashing. The exterior stuff. Some aluminum bits that go outside the window. Oh, again, don't actually know what it's called. I feel like I've heard it referred to as flashing before. But most of the stuff was white, but some of the stuff that was new, like new pieces that we made to cover up some of the old stuff. Well, actually, I don't think any of it's covering up. I think it's all just replacing pieces that are missing. Was just unpainted aluminum, so had to paint it white. Okay, there we go. Get me this door. Oh, well, let me get rid of this door first. This door. Yeah, I'm also going to need these tiles back, which are not how you spell that. Nope, not black. I believe they were dark gray. Yep, dark gray. Same with these. There we go. This floor's honestly fine. Clean these windows off. Okay. Looks like we've also got you looking to buy it. You want a TV and speakers. Double bed. You want a sauna as well. You want another bathroom, but... Okay, so let's get a TV. Can't really know where to put it. Could do in the bedroom. These colors clash. They're horrible together, but I don't know if anyone actually cares. Could do like couch here, like TV here, but that's kind of awkward. Yeah, you know what? Need like a Burko, something similar to that though. No, I need something slightly taller than that. Interior furniture, bedroom. They've got the bedside tables. One might actually be good. A little small, but TV. Hanging TV is cheaper. Makes sense, it doesn't have the stand back. Ooh, that's big. Maybe we do wall mounted. Wall-mounted TV with a right there. Let's get a little bedside table as well. Something a little bigger than that. But we're going with something about that side. Bedside table with lamp. Anything crazy? A bit much. Yeah, just like a little table lamp. Oops. Cool. $37,000. Put on auction. 7,000 with 2,500 for furniture bought. Renovation costs, I don't know why they still say that that's nothing. Oh, sale 47. Okay. I can try and negotiate. Supposed to increase the fan? No. I could, but there's no... Okay, there is literally a TV and a speaker. I'm letting you know right now. Place for your magazines is understandable. Got an achievement called Alpha Male for selling to that guy. Probably should have thrown a TV remote on that that bedside table now that I think about it. Well, would you look at that? I successfully flipped a house. To be fair, I successfully flipped 2 houses, but the first one made me not nearly as much money as just like cleaning someone's house. And that one as well probably wouldn't have. Like, it probably would have been fine to just keep doing the job, especially with how long that took compared to everything else. This game have House on the Moon, eh? It's an interesting one. A reef cottage with a looks like a little bug submersible. Fun stuff. Did you quite like this game?